everyone, welcome back to Hackdoor. This is a channel where we talk about cybersecurity, hacking, bug bounty, and everything about information security. So make sure you do subscribe to the channel to receive the latest updates on the videos I'm creating on this channel. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about how to bypass SSL pinning using Frida and also to perform an MITM attack on an Android device. So in most scenarios, I have seen pen testers struggling with demonstrating an MITM attack when they are preparing their penetration test reports, and this particular demo is for those pen testers. Now this is also for the people who are trying to learn how to bypass SSL pinning using Frida. So here we have a demo app called, so here we have a demo app called SF Pinning. And if you look at it, it is a ship fast app, basically a courier app or something. So this is a demo app created by Approve. So big shout out to them. They also have a blog post about this, so you can check that out as well. So now when we go to ship fast login, you will see that the connection has been refused. Now this is primarily because I have set up a proxy for Android on my local host. Okay. So this is where I have set up the proxy for my particular Android device. Now to make sure this proxy is also listening, I'm going to turn on my MITM proxy by using the command MITM web, which will give me a beautiful web interface to check out, how the requests are going forward and backwards between the device and the web server. Now, MITM proxy also gives me a way in which I can intercept and look at the request and responses in a very similar way as Burp Suite does. The only difference is that Burp Suite can only happen when you run it locally. In this scenario, MITM web can also act as a proxy on a network and perform a network MITM attack as well. So giving this command, it opens, the web interface for this proxy, and you can see, all the requests are going ahead and forward. Now, just to demonstrate if this proxy is working correctly or not, let me just open demo.testfire.net. Okay. So just opening this website to show you, how the requests are flowing through my network interface. Now you can see I have multiple requests in my MITM proxy for demo.testfire. And here you can see the style sheets and the entire web page has been loaded. So you can see the web page has loaded correctly, which is pretty good. Now the challenge might come for people when they're trying to open pages in applications that have SSL pinning enabled on them. And that is what we're going to talk about today. So quickly going back to my terminal, I'm first going to launch this particular application. And you can see that all the requests are flowing to and fro from the server. It has a login functionality, so I'll click on login. It takes me to an auth0 page. Okay, so I've already signed up on this app using guy1@hackdoor.com. Okay, so you can use any credentials for this purpose. They don't need to be genuine working credentials. In case you want to sign up, this is what the sign up process looks like. So you can just click on sign up here, and you can just put your email and name here, and you'll be signed up on this app. Okay, so going back to the application, since I'm already signed in, I'll try to open this account. Now, once I open this account, it says login failed. The request has already failed, which basically means there's an SSL pinning enabled here, which is not allowing me to communicate with the web server. Now going back to MITM proxy, although I see a lot of auth0 requests going in here, but I don't see my, client has been authorized, right? There's no authorization bearer token here, or here, right? The goal here is to get the authorization bearer token and the API key so that we can actually perform a successful API hacking and MITM attack using SSL pinning on an SSL pinned app. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close this particular APK, okay, entirely, and respawn it using Frida. Okay. Now Frida server has already been installed on this phone. Okay. And all I got to need to do is to start that Frida server. And there you go. The Frida server has been started. Now that Frida server is running here, I'll quickly go and try to respawn the activity by using this code share SSL pinning script. Okay, so it's a universal Android SSL pinning bypassing script for Frida by some author Sodust. Okay, so I'm just gonna call it from code share, and I'm just gonna respawn the activity using this particular script. Now if you see, it's saying that it's trying to spawn the activity, and here you can see the activity has been spawned correctly. Now since we have the activity, we're going to try to log in again. Log in again. And there you go. You can see that I have been successfully able to log into the application, right? Now, since I have been able to log into the application, now to access further functionality, I'm going to click on this toggle saying I am available. Here you can see there are no active shipments, but it's trying to fetch up the shipments. Okay. Now it takes some time since we also have MITM proxy running. Now in the meantime, we'll go back to our MITM proxy and see if we do have any requests that have the authorization request in them. Okay, so now you can see the data has started loading. That particular user has some shipment to be shipped. What if I click on accept? What happens then? Okay, so it says the shipment has been accepted. Okay, now I'll quickly go to the flow list, which allows me to search, and I'll search for a bearer token. So right now it says there are no bearer tokens. So let's click on collect. In the meantime, let me also show you what's happening here. So click on deliver to get further requests. So you can see all the login and requests are here. So you can see that I have $00. I have delivered 2 shipments, and this is what it looks like. Okay. Now we'll quickly go back, and log out. Okay. Now let's see where the request is there, where we have the authorization bearer. Now guys, if you look at the MITM proxy, I have a couple of requests flowing here. You can see this is an auth0 request, which is basically asking me to log in back to the application, but this is not where our token actually lies. Okay. So we'll quickly go and search for other requests. We can see a token coming in, but we still don't have the authorization bearer token. But yeah, if you look at this particular request, you can see there is a bearer token, and that's what my bearer token looks like. I can also see an API key. Now using this information, guys, a person or an attacker can prepare a portal or an API responding server where I can actually try to log in as this person and see what shipments they have delivered, and also accept and collect shipments on their behalf. I'll show that to you. A sample application that has been created by Approve team for the demonstration purpose. So here they have created something like API responding server to fetch and search the shipments on behalf of the user. For this, we need 2 things. One is the ShipFast API key, which is particularly the same for all the users, but we also need an authorization token to impersonate another user. Now, if we look at this particular token, we'll just quickly select it and we'll paste it right here. Once we do that, we can start searching for shipments. And here you can see I'm able to get all the shipments for this person and also maybe grab it on his behalf. Okay. So you got the shipment, and now I can enjoy some extra cash. So now I'm basically able to see what shipments this person has, right? So this can be a very, very critical flaw in any application. So make sure that you also test whatever applications come to you as a pen tester for this MITM attacks as well. So whenever you are able to bypass SSL pinning, you can actually showcase how an MITM attack is done on an application and how it can be exploited in the wild to exploit the application's business logic. So this is all for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video and you liked this demonstration. If you do share in comments your feedback, and also do make sure you subscribe to the channel.